Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna watch some videos on is healthcare a scam? And just to let you know, I'm already on the fence of it and I haven't watched these videos yet, so we're about to find out together if I'm gonna be persuaded even more on if healthcare is a scam and if I should cancel mine. So let's get into these videos because I can't wait to watch them. Here we go.
I just asked for an itemized bill of earlier this month where I was dying and I needed to be hospitalized for 3 days. The total of that 3-day service was $83,334.33. For what? For what? Oh my god. And I'm wondering if I get a degree with this service or walking down an aisle for surviving. You must be out your mind. Here's the fun part. $10,296. Do you know what that's for? That is for the HB room board semi-private med bed. Who the hell asked for that? I just need my airways open. I albuterol at home costs like $30. Apparently, in a hospital, it's like $462. So moral of the story, it's better to ride it out and talk to Jesus. Because if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. If it's your time to stay, then he's going to make a way.
Oh my gosh. That's literally ridiculous. I want to read the comments. The bill alone is a death sentence, yeah. I got charged $450 for oxygen. Funny thing is, I never used or required oxygen while there. I guess breathing room air is now charged. She said they charged me $465 times 11 for oxygen. What? Shocked in European. In Romania, you get 3 days of free hospitalization in an emergency even if you don't have health insurance. It's actually so sad. Guess I'll bring my own air mattress. Yes, seriously. My medical bill for outpatient surgery, 3.5 hours long, was $97,000. That's insane, dude. Now, she said it's $83,000. What did insurance pay? She didn't really talk about that, so I wonder like how much insurance covered. Obviously, there are different plans for different companies you work out, but sometimes where you work doesn't have great insurance coverage, so she might have to pay that. I don't know. Even if you met your deductible, like for ours, we have to, after we meet our deductible, you still have to pay 20%. So whatever 20% is of 80,000, what is that? I don't know. So it'd be a what, like 12,000? I don't know, roughly. I'd still have to pay $12,000 out of pocket. No way. Are you kidding me? What? When I had a baby back in 2022, I think the total ended up being around like 14 to 16,000. I think that was just for me. That was not talking about like the baby, because when you have a baby, you get charged for yourself and the baby. Okay, so for me, I think it was like 16,000 and something else for the baby. I had really good insurance at the time, so I only ended up paying $3,000. Still expensive, but I thought it was because my insurance is once you meet your deductible of $3,000, they pay 100%. So like I had a really good plan then, which is so thankful. But most plans aren't like that. What's the craziest health bill that you've ever received? Because I know we all have them. Like, let's move on because it makes me so scared to go to the hospital, honestly. I went to the emergency room and my bill was it $3,000? What was that? Something really ridiculous, yeah. And I was there for like 4 hours. Let's go on.
So how much does it cost to go to the emergency room in the greatest country in the world? Especially for someone who has pretty good insurance and has already met their deductible for the year. Should be smooth sailing, right? Well, let's consult the bill. Now for context, I went to the emergency room because I was feeling extremely bad and they told me that nothing was wrong. But just to clarify, I got zero help. They did run blood work and they did do an echocardiogram, but there was nothing wrong with me and I was perfectly fine. Spoiler, I was not perfectly fine. So back to the bill. If I didn't have insurance, that little trip would have cost me $6,159.88. But like I said, you have pretty good insurance and you've already met your deductible for the year. So you probably barely paid anything, right? Nope. Somehow, your total is still $542.36 to be sent home. And if you thought that was it, you would be wrong, because you also have to pay the doctor. In your second bill, you learn that you also owe the doctor, before insurance, $1,286, after insurance, $51.41. In total, you are on the hook for I'm trying to do this math in my head. $593.77. Nearly $600 to be given no help and sent away.
Honestly, that's ridiculous. Yeah, no country looks at the American healthcare and think we should adopt that system. Yeah. In Europe, it's free. Yeah. I don't get it. Literally, I've had the same thing done before. Go to the ER, they do nothing. They say you're good. You go home and you're still stuck with the bill. Like, I feel so bad for her. It's the worst when they do nothing for you. Then you really feel it because you're like, you did nothing. How am I paying you for doing nothing? Just sending me back home. Ugh, it irks me so bad. So bad. Insurance is a scam. All right, we're only on video 2 and insurance is a scam. Moving on.
I got a biopsy done earlier this year, right? I got my bill in the mail and it said, please pay $1,000. I also got another paper in the mail from my insurance company that says, you know, we see that the lab charged you $1,000. It's actually going to be $296. So I'm like, sick, insurance is actually good for something. False. I call the lab, hey, my insurance says it's supposed to be $296. How come you are charging me $1,000? And they say, oh, we've actually denied your insurance claim. Like, you need to contact your insurance company. We call the insurance company. Then they say, you need to have the lab company call us. Like, why can't you just call them? Okay. I call the lab company and I say, hey, you need to call my insurance company. And they say, oh, we don't do that. Your insurance company needs to call us. So I go to my insurance company and they say, we don't do that. The lab place need to call us. So what I do next is I call the lab place and I say, hey, let's just forget the insurance altogether. What's the cash price? What can you just tell me the cash price and not charge me the insurance price? And they say, yeah, the new amount will be $286 instead of $1,000. Would you like us to change your bill to $286? Yes. It's literally easier to die in this country than it is to get help.
Okay, we were just talking about that. How are they even allowed 2 prices? I don't get it either. It shouldn't be like that. I'm just like in shock. It literally makes me so sad when I think about this. Like, it's such a scam. The cash price was $10 less than the insurance price would have been. Is that correct? Tell me, what is the point of paying for insurance when things are like this? Okay, has anyone else tried to ask for the cash price? Because I'm very, very curious to know what it's actually like. I've heard people talk about it. I need to know because I need to start doing my research, which is what this is. I hate this. I hate this so much.
An inhaler.
$100.
Yeah, you're pretty close. It's a bit more.
120
250 to 350.
for an inhaler.
Yes.
Man, so if you're poor, you're dead.
2 EpiPens. Okay. How much do you reckon they are?
$80.
600.
$40.
I'm afraid not.
More?
More?
$100.
More.
150.
More.
250.
More.
Shut the fridge.
More.
£300.
Double it.
$600.
Yeah.
What? Why?
That's a very good question.
$600.
Yeah.
100? 200?
Dollars.
Yeah.
The average is about 10 grand. It can go up to 30,000.
10 grand for a baby.
So if you're just poor, you die, right? It's true. It's true. I mean, it'd be easier at that point. It would be easier. I love watching these British people guess how much it costs here, and it is ridiculous. And it makes me think, like, why are we so stupid here in America? Why does America hate us? This is so bad. So what does it cost there? I wanted the next video to be, what does it cost there? Because now I'm curious. Or is it completely free because medical's free there? But is like an inhaler, EpiPen, are those things free? Obviously childbirth is.
How can I help you?
So I think there's a mistake on the bill, but maybe you could help me out. We got a bill, and then we realized that you guys didn't have our insurance, so we sent you the insurance, and it looks like the bill went up.
It went up?
Yeah, the first bill we got without the insurance was $600, and then the second one was almost $1,300.
Okay. Yeah, so that the first invoice you receive, that's a discount that you receive if you're uninsured. So you're not eligible for the discount since you are insured. And so the bill was $2,342.14. We billed your insurance. Your insurance only paid $1,078.85.
Can I go back to the discount without the insurance?
No, sir, you're insured, so you're not eligible for the discount.
If I go cancel my insurance, am I eligible for the discount?
No, sir, because we checked eligibility and you do have active coverage for data service.
Oh, I needed to cancel it before I got the service to get the discount.
Are you kidding me? It literally says this is not satire. I also really like the guy's tone of voice. He's like, so if I cancel my insurance, can I get a discount? Dude, I really think I'm going to cancel my insurance. There's no point of it. There's a stat out there that hospitals are required to put their cash prices online. So I wonder if they update those like reasonably. And then you are also usually eligible for discounts when you pay for that cash price. So that's really interesting. This is such a problem. All right, next video.
I think my least favorite part about the American healthcare system is the fact that you don't even go to the doctor to like get things fixed anymore. You literally go to the doctor to just get trafficked to like 4 other doctors. Like, it's not like you show up and they're just like, what's wrong? Here, I'll fix it for you. Now be on your way. It's like you show up and they're just like, oh, I'm going to have to send you to 12 other people in order to take care of that. And it's like, well, then what's the point of me showing up here? And it doesn't even, they'll send you to a specialist for anything. There's so many specialists. It's insane. I'm just like, oh, my eye's bothering me. They're just like, oh, we're going to have to send you to the ocular gynecologist or whatever. I don't know if that's a thing. But it's just absolutely insane to do this rigmarole where you show up and they're just like, oh, we're going to have to send you out to a specialist. And I'm just like, all right, when are they available? And they're just like, in March of 2031. And I'm like, well, what am I? None of us are going to be here then. I need this fixed now.
And not to mention, you have to know what your problem is and you have to advocate for yourself. They don't listen to you. They literally don't listen to you. You have to keep advocating and advocating and advocating until the problem is solved. They're just going to give you some medicine because pharmaceutical, oh, money in my pocket, yay for everybody else but us. They put a Band-Aid on it by giving you medicine. They're not finding the root cause, and that's really the issue here. We need to find the root causes of our problems, and these doctors just don't do it. Okay, shout out to the good doctors. I know you're out there. But why is it always a Band-Aid? They have protocol, obviously. Tell them to just give them medicine because guess what? That's how everyone makes money, those pharmaceuticals. I hate the healthcare system. I'm not gonna lie. I love it for certain things, but the way that it is handled in America is not good at all. It's not good for the American people. It might be good for the rich people out there, the billionaires, the people who are in charge, the people who own stock in these companies. Maybe it's good for them because we all know it's all owned by the same people. What is it, that company? BlackRock. That's what it is. BlackRock, not to mention the other ones. Everything is owned by the same people. They're the ones making money, not us. We're losing money day by day with every single thing that's happening. I'm done ranting. It makes me so angry. Anyways, he also makes a really good point is because you're not going to be able to get in to see that specialist until years later. Like, how long does it take you to get an appointment with the dermatologist? It's always booked out. Or a dentist. It's so booked out all the time. What do you do? What do you do? I hate it here. Well, I think we can all agree on that there's some problems with our healthcare system, health insurance system. I'm thankful for the doctors, yes, and nurses, but we got some big issues. And now the conclusion on, am I going to cancel my insurance? I think I will. At this point, I truly believe it would be cheaper. Got to do a little bit more research to see how much hospital stays would be, just in case, you never know. But at this point, it is literally so much cheaper. I don't go to the doctor often, so I've given up that. I'm going to advocate for myself, be healthy my own ways. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, so we're good there. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you soon.